Good evening, class. Today we're going to look at addition equations, which is chapter 2, lesson 5. You have some questions to answer in your notes guide, and we're going to learn how to solve whole number addition equations. You do have one question on your notes guide that does have a decimal in it, but you still do the same process, whether you have decimals, fractions, mixed numbers, whatever the case may be, you still follow the same steps to solve your equation. Okay, we have our equation h plus 14 is over here, and then 82 is over here. So we're going to try to figure out what do we need to put in the place of h to make this balanced. To find the value of h, you need h by itself. We always talk about isolating that variable. In just a few minutes, I'll show you, the steps that we have always talked about in class this year, which I refer to isolate the variable, get the variable or the letter by itself. So we want to get this h by itself, so we need to get rid of that plus 14. We want to get rid of this part. We always look at what's with the letter or what's with the variable and try to get rid of that. So we have to do the opposite operation or the inverse operation, which just means the opposite operation, and get rid of it. So I'm going to do minus 14. Remember, this is our equal sign. We divide our problem in half. We subtract 14 on the one side. We have to subtract 14 on this side to keep it balanced. If we don't do this on both sides, your scale is going to go up or down depending on what numbers you have over here. This cancels out because 14 minus 14 is 0. We're left with just the variable h. And now we subtract 82 minus 14. Which is 68. So h equals 68. That would be my solution to this particular problem. Okay, this is what we just did. We subtracted this away from there, subtracted it from this side, we get 68. This looks more like what we've done in class in the past, where we have our variable, we isolate that, take away what's left, the 14, subtract 14, h equals 68. To check your answer, all you have to do is plug in this 68 in the place of h and say, does 68 plus 14 equal 82? If it does, then you know your answer or your solution is correct, which is what we would do here to check our answer. Okay, let's take a look at these. Let's try these equations. X plus 15 equals 72. So first we're going to isolate the letter or the variable. We have plus 15, we need to get rid of that, so minus 15 on both sides of the equation. That cancels out. I'm left with x equals 72 minus 15, 7 and 5. So x equals 57. Let's look at number 2. 81 equals x plus 24. So I'm going to isolate that variable, which is x. I need to get rid of the plus 24, so the opposite of adding is subtracting. Minus 24, I do that on both sides of the equal sign. That cancels out, I'm left with just x equals, I subtract, and I'm left with 57. To check my answers on these, I can put this 57 in the place of 15, in the place of x and add it. So 57 plus 15 by 670, it's 72. Sometimes this pen doesn't work real good. 72 is, this equal to 72, so that's correct. On this one, I can plug in 57 in the place of x. So 57 plus 24 is 81, which is what we had over here, so that one's correct. If you would like, you can try a couple more of these. You have some other problems on your paper, and we will go through these tomorrow and also do some more problems and work them out in class.